dying. Two American kids doing best they can.
AM 1230 WJOB in Hammond, Indiana. It is 3 o'clock here on Saturday, March 19th of 2016, and we are continuing coverage on the Griffith school bus crash on I-65, and we've getting some new information, and the best information we had all day long was that reported no fatalities, but right now we are going to go to Griffith Councilman Rick Ryfa. Councilman, how are you?
I'm good, Jim.
Yeah, let's just go straight to anything you can update our listeners with.
I think a lot of the information is already out there. We are being told that one of the passengers has been airlifted to a hospital. I believe it's in Oak Lawn. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that's where they were headed to. Obviously, several injuries. Thank God there's no fatalities. And a lot of the kids are in pretty good shape, but they're bumped and bruised, and they're very shooken up. I was talking to several people that were on the scene and said it was very chaotic as things were unfolding, but everybody acted in a very good and mature manner.
Councilman, let me just add a couple things. Indy Stars reporting 14 injuries. I've also gotten missive from the State Post-Tribune is reporting that the state police says there's no fatalities. So as far as you know and as far as we know, nobody was killed in this, which is hard to believe looking at the pictures of the bus.
Yes, it's a miracle, actually. One of our officers is on the scene and is actually at the low post right now, so he's getting any information he can to relay back to us as well. I did have a family member, my cousin's son actually was on the bus, and my mom and my cousin were on their way to the game as well. And, they weren't there at the accident, but they are on the way or at the hospital right now where he was transported to. But from what we're hearing, most of the kids were in pretty good shape, but they're all going to be sore tomorrow. There's no doubt about that if you look at the pictures. Yeah,
you look at the pictures, you can get them anywhere on Facebook. You can get them on my Facebook or WJOB's Facebook or all over, but ultimately, folks, if you look at this, I think Councilman Ryfa put it fairly accurately. It is a miracle that nobody was killed in this, because that bus is upside down and it's collapsed on the back half of it. It's just, you can't even imagine the turmoil and the panic that was going on inside the bus. I got a couple other things to add to that. First of all, we have reports of I-65 going southbound is 5 to 7 mile backup going into Route 10, so anybody thinking of going that way, don't do it. And I forgot the other one, but Councilman, you've been talking to a lot of people. I mean, just what's the atmosphere? What's the attitude right now?
I think among a lot of people, it's relief that there are no fatalities, relief that there are no more serious injuries. Unfortunately, these were a bunch of kids who are in very good shape athletically, so if anybody is going to be bounced around a bus, the kids are going to be able to take it better than most anybody else. And our thoughts and prayers are with the coach that has been airlifted. Like I said, it's just by the grace of God that nobody has succumbed to any injuries.
And I just wanted to put this minor thing out there right now, in that the game, of course, has been canceled in Lafayette, Jefferson, and no idea yet. We're not even talking yet about when that will be played. And we'll leave it out like that. Councilman, anything else you want to tell people?
I believe the schools will be issuing a statement sometime this afternoon still. So they would probably have they'd be in the best position to give the most accurate and updated information. I am being told that one of the issues are that so many of the kids were transferred to so many different hospitals. They need to find out where each kid or each passenger on that bus is. A number of them were transported to the Indiana State Police post in Lowell that were not injured seriously. So there's a lot involved. It's not just a simple thing of, okay, here, let's get an accurate medical condition in each kid without knowing actually where they're at yet. So.
Yeah, our own Brian Jennings, of course, works at Griffith High School there and is our announcer. He was on his way to one of the hospitals in Crown Point, And their best information was that there's folks going out to Jasper, Pulaski, maybe even as far as Rensselaer. So as far as we know right now, Indy Star reporting 14 injuries in this accident. All right, Councilman, we thank you for calling in and giving us that update. Anything else, get a hold of me immediately, okay?
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks for your concern, too.
Thanks a lot, Councilman.
Okay, all right. Okay, bye.
AM 1230 WJOB, that was Councilman Rick Ryfa. And, it's just continuing coverage of what's going on, what happened on I-65. We are, once again, 14 injuries in the team bus crash of the Griffith High School basketball team. Just getting little bits and pieces. Minnow Smith saw Tremel Murphy with a neck brace on. We had initial reports that one of the assistant coaches couldn't get out right away, and they were. Now we know that, according to Councilman Ryfa, that one of the assistant coaches has been airlifted to Christ Hospital in Oak Lawn, and we'll try to get some word on that condition. So here's what we're going to do. You can follow me at JED 1230, and I'll keep you guys updated. Also at the WJOB Facebook page at WJOB 1230. And I'm going to hang out here in the studios, but at 3:15, which is very shortly, we are going to go to the Indiana-Kentucky pregame show, and that'll be Don Fisher. You've heard him on my morning show before, and he's a comforting voice. As a matter of fact, he's the best voice on radio. And so I can think of no better time to have Don Fisher talking to us than right now. And what we'll do is Ryan Walsh and Ryan's monitoring this situation at his computer too. And either he or I will come on the air in the middle of the Indiana-Kentucky game with any sort of news that we get. Okay? So I want to thank everybody. I'll be here. Anything you got, email it to me at jed at wjob1230.com, or you can just text it into our call-in line at 219-845-1100 if it's something you don't want to put on social media to hit us with. All right, guys, we'll keep you updated. 14 injuries according to the Indy Star. Coach airlifted to Christ Hospital. Big bus crash. No semi-state game as a Griffith team bus has crashed along I-65 sometime right around noon, right after noon, as they were scheduled to play a 3 o'clock game. So they would have gotten there about 2 hours early, and that's about right. So, you know what? Just hope and pray. That's all we can do. They do have another one going on right now as we speak, and I hope to get official word on this, but we've got police reports of police boats on Wolf Lake looking for something, and we have reports of a possible capsized boat on the Illinois side. So, all right, I'll keep you updated on all this stuff. AM 1230 WJOB. In 8 minutes, we will go to Don Fisher, and not a moment too soon. In the meantime, I'm going to play some music for you guys on AM 1230 WJOB.